Welcome to the Random Green channel. Today, I wanted to go over the 2024 Texas Tech Red Raiders and their upcoming Gridiron football season. So their head coach is Joey McGuire. He's been there since 2022, so 2 years. So it'll be his third season. And they have some returning starters. Looks like they have. I read up on it. They had their quarterback's back, their running back is back, their wide receiver, and they got a offensive lineman back, a tight end, a couple defensive players. So they bring about 10 or so, I think, of returning starters. And again, it's hard to keep track of every team, let alone your favorite team. So Joey McGuire is in his third season, so he's been there for 2 years. And, I think they should be decent. I mean, are they going to win the national title? Well, probably not. I'm just going to give you that right off the bat that they probably won't win the national title. Sorry to disappoint you. You probably already know that as a fan. Is it realistic? Of course it is. Just like back in 2008 with Graham Harrell and the late great Mike Leach, who led the team. They had quite a program then, and they almost could have been playing Alabama that year or Florida. Well, whatever. I'm sorry, that was 2009. I was thinking it was 2008. Anyway, enough the intro. So I will just go over the predictions. So they open up with Abilene Christian. That should be a win. Should be. They could have a meltdown and just Abilene Christian just plays wonderful and the Texas Tech just plays sloppy and lazy. Who knows? And then they just get beat. But I think they're going to win. They go 1-0, and then they go. I think they play. It's at Washington State. So up at Wazoo. I think they're, to sit there and say they're going to go there and win is, it's hard. It's always hard to go on the road no matter what league you're in. So in this particular case, I think they're going to get beat. It'll be a close game. So right off the bat, 1-1. Again, it's a prediction. So who knows? I could be 100% wrong, which, I'm fine with too. North Texas. They should win. Definitely. Then Arizona State's kind of in a rebuilding stage. They probably will win that game. Arizona State doesn't look that good. But, again, it's a prediction. Just because they were bad last year doesn't mean they can't turn it around. So, but my prediction is they beat Arizona State 3-1, and then they play Cincinnati at home. So, 3 weeks in a row, they play at home. So that's good. It's always good to play at home, but let alone 3 weeks in a row, that's pretty good. Then they go at Arizona to Tucson, and they play a tough, I think, an Arizona Wildcat team that's a decent team. And turnaround, I think, Leopold's the coach there. Honestly, I can't remember. If I look at it, I'll remember. But I say that they play a close game, another close loss on the road at Arizona. I just can't say Texas Tech's going to go to Arizona and win. Then they have a bye. Then they play Baylor at home. I think that might be a loss. Honestly, a loss. Because Baylor, I don't know, you can never tell with Baylor. Or with any team, really. Then at TCU, I say they win in a close game. They say they win on the road and they win like an overtime at TCU. And then they play at Iowa State. And Iowa State doesn't have really an explosive offense. I don't know. They might have an explosive offense coming back. They might have a good offensive group coming back. But it seems like Iowa State last year, especially last year, if they're anything like last year, that's what you got to gauge it on, They're not really an explosive offense. They can score, of course, But I say Texas Tech finds a way to beat Cyclones at Iowa State. Probably a close game, a touchdown, field goal. And then they play Colorado at home. I say Colorado wins. I think Colorado's going to be a lot better. Could be a close game, and you never know. Then they have a bye. Then they play at Oklahoma State. Sorry, Red Raider fans. I think Oklahoma State, the Cowboys are going to find a way to win. Then West Virginia comes into town at Lubbock. They find a way to win against West Virginia to go 7-5. And then they have a bowl game, 8-5 season. And last year I think they were 500. They made a bowl game. They might have lost. I think they were like 6-7. But again, these are just predictions. So don't take stock in what I really have to say, but maybe find a little entertainment in it, that I'm giving a perspective of a random person just giving you a perspective on what I feel about it, But again, don't take stock in what I say, because obviously, but it's just fun to do these predictions. It's fun to make a video, and because I like gridiron football. Even with another side point is targeting is, I wish they would really start looking at. It's almost hard to watch some of those games. I have to admit, I have to watch another game. If there's a targeting, I have to turn it, even if they don't make a decision. Sometimes I have to turn to another game, and it kind of takes the enjoyment out seeing those targeting. And it would be interesting. I wish I would have done some research on how many targeting penalties maybe Texas Tech has had over the few seasons. Maybe they've had a few seasons, a lot of targeting penalties. I don't know. I think it's hard to say. Every team has had targeting penalties. But that's just my opinion. Maybe let me know how many they've had. No big deal. All right. Thank you very much for watching the video. Have a great day.